In this video, we're going to talk about the advertising opportunities on Snapchat. So you can advertise in a snap on Snapchat. So up to 10-second vertical full-screen video ads can appear in the context of other snaps. So that would be a snap ad. So swiping up reveals extended content like a long-form video or an article you want them to read or an app install or a mobile website. The swipe up rate for Snap ads is actually 5 times higher than the average click-through rate on other social media outlets. And again, it's because we talk about how the fast nature, the scarcity of the Snap not lasting very long creates a really engaged audience because people are going to address the content of that audience immediately rather than thinking, oh, I can get back to this later. So people tend to act on it in a relatively quick way. So let's look at this video that shows an overview of the Snapchat ad products that are available.
Whether you're looking to raise awareness, increase consideration, or drive action, on Snapchat, there's an ad for every objective. Filters allow you to be where your product is bought, thought about, or consumed. Just choose a location, and with one swipe, Snapchatters nearby can recommend your store or event to friends. Over 1 billion filters are viewed every day on Snapchat on average. Lenses are an exciting way to increase awareness on a massive scale. Snapchatters just tap to jump into your world and express themselves, or discover something new. More than a third of daily Snapchatters play with lenses every day on average. Finally, Snap ads, our full-screen video ads made for Snapchat. With one swipe, Snap ads can drive visits to your website, views for your short film, installs for your app, and more. Snap ads can appear in between stories from friends, or even inside premium content like our stories, publisher stories, and shows from brands you know and love. On Snapchat, context matters. That's why your ads don't appear in a feed. They appear in a message sent between friends, or in stories from the close friends and storytellers you choose to watch. It's a great place to tell any kind of story, and get the results that matter most to you. Snapchat. It's your business on mobile.
Again, another way that Snapchat ad products work so well is that they do appear almost like native advertising. You know, they appear in the context of your interactions with your friends. So why your business should get Snappin'. Snapchat is a low-cost marketing tool with a wide reach, especially in that young 18 or 13 to 34 age range. It's got, it's a free app for people to use. It houses millions of active daily users, so there's a lot of engagement on the platform already. It allows users to get creative with colors, with drawing doodles, altering photos and videos, and just creates a lot of interactivity and engagement with the user, which then translates into interactivity with you as a brand. It offers a sense of urgency unlike any other platform. As I mentioned before, with a set time limit for each snap, the fleeting nature of a Snapchat is appealing to many users, and the fleeting nature of an ad means it gets engaged with rather quickly. Snapchat users are also big buyers. 76% of them purchased a product online in the last month. So there are 3 types of ads which were alluded to in that video. There's Snap ads, there are filters, and there are lenses. So let's take a look at each of those options. So Snap ads, there's 4 different kinds of Snap ads that you can use. There's full screen. The general Snap ads are the full screen, 100% viewable, and have audio on by default. So like this ad for Slurpee, which is like more of a video ad if you could see it moving. And then you have the Snap ads plus the web view, and this is where you can drive traffic to your website. Snapchat has an autofill feature, and Snapchatters can send either account email and other things just by tapping on it. So this is an example of the Snap ad plus web view. And then you have a Snap ad plus app install. So this is where if you have an app that you're trying to get people to download, this drives installs for your app with a swipe and a tap. So Snapchatters can install the app without even leaving Snapchat, which is a great feature. And then you have Snap Ads plus long form video. So this is what can drive views for a trailer, a short film, or to any other video product that you have posted. And then you've got filters. So filters allow you to be where your product is bought, thought about, or consumed. So you can create your own filter and drive awareness, advocacy, and action just all in one package. So like events are a great place to use filters like this. So if you want more information on how to create filters, you can see the web link in the bottom left of this slide. Then you've got lenses. So they're kind of the more playful and memorable way to increase awareness of your brand on a massive scale. So with one tap, you can invite Snapchatters into your world and into your story. And for information on how to create lenses, you can see that link at the bottom right of your slide there. So sponsored lens engagement is actually very high. So this is an example of Taco Bell doing a sponsored lens. On average, a Snapchatter plays with the lens for about 20 seconds. And some great examples of that have been Gatorade, which I'll show you a case study of in a future video. Taco Bell, Coca-Cola, Vans, Shock Top, and Kraft have all used this very well. So Taco Bell's sponsored lens ad resulted in 224 million views in one day. It was the top campaign in the app's history. So let's watch this brief video on how to create your first Snap ad. This will give you a great general overview of that.
Let's get your Snap Ads campaign up and running. First things first, we'll need to upload your Snap Ads creative. Click to open the creative library. Then click Add New Creative to start uploading. Click Upload to upload your up to 10-second video file. Name your new creative in the Ad Manager. Then add your brand name and headline. These will show up in the top left corner of your Snap Ad. Screens come in all different sizes. Turn on Show Buffer Zone to make sure nothing important, like your brand logo, gets cut off. If you want to invite Snapchatters to watch a video, install an app, or visit a web page, click Attachment. Choose the attachment that works best for your campaign. For a web view attachment, include your website's landing page and choose the most relevant call to action. Click here to save your draft. When everything looks good, click Publish. Go back to the dashboard to set up your new campaign. Now that you've got all your creative squared away, you're ready to launch your campaign. Here's how. On your dashboard, click Create Campaign to start launching your new campaign. Give your new campaign a name. Then set your key objectives for it. Schedule your campaign's start and end dates. You can also choose to launch it right away and have it run indefinitely until you want to take it down. Choose whether to make your campaign active from the get-go or to launch it in a paused state. Now, let's make sure your campaign is only reaching the kinds of Snapchatters you want it to. First, let's set up your ad set. Here's where you'll set up your ad sets targeting. Don't forget, you can have multiple ad sets at a time. Choose what country you want to run your ad set in. You can only choose one country per ad set. You can even target more specifically to choose individual locations like states or major cities. Then, decide whether you'd like to exclude or focus on those specific locations. Choose what age and gender you're trying to reach out to. If you're running your campaign in the US, you can even target Snapchatters using demographic data from Datalogix. You can also use Snapchat's predefined audiences, such as Snap Lifestyle categories, or reach audiences by Datalogix data, Comscore data, or PlaceIQ data. Lifestyle categories group Snapchatters by how they use the app. Shoppers group Snapchatters by their offline and online shopping habits. Viewers group Snapchatters by their favorite kinds of content. Visitors group Snapchatters with geolocation data provided by PlaceIQ. You can even target Snapchatters based on your own data. Visit our Help Center to learn more. Now, let's set a budget and schedule your campaign. Decide on a budget you'd like to allocate to the ad set. Choose what goals you'd like to bid on. Decide on the highest bid you're willing to make for your goal. Then, choose when you want your ad set to start. The audience size indicator lets you know how broad or narrow your potential audience size is. When everything looks good, click Next. Select the Snap ad we uploaded earlier, and when you're ready to go, click Launch Campaign.
So they talked a lot in there about pricing and about targeting. So I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about that. But first, let's look at this video on how to upload your first Snap ad.
Adding creative for your Snap ad is easy. First, go to your creative library. Then, click Add New Creative. Name your new creative something descriptive and easy to remember. Choose what type of Snap ad you'd like to make. You can create just a top snap, or your ad can invite users to view a web page, watch a longer video, or install an app. When everything looks good, click Next. Now, we'll add in the info and attachments that will be on your Snap ad. First, write in your brand name and a headline for your ad. These will appear in the top left corner of your top snap. To add a new video for your top snap, click Upload. Click Browse to choose between the videos you've already uploaded. Once you've found a video you'd like to use, select it and click Close. If you add an attachment, choose a call to action that best fits your ad. If you need to change the type of Snap ad you're working on, click Close Draft to close your current Snap ad, and click Add New Creative to start from scratch. When everything looks good, click Close Draft to save it for later, or click Publish to publish your Snap ad right now. When creating an ad set, you can use the Snap ads you've already created in the Creative Library, or you can make a new one by clicking Add New Creative.
So let's take a look at the pricing. For GeoFilters, the minimum cost is $5, and it varies by duration and reach. So it can be active from anywhere from 1 hour to 30 days. Live stories are a lot more expensive. They vary by scope and reach as well. But if you want to do a live story takeover, like of the Grammys or whatever, it could cost you $250,000 to $500,000. And a 10-second segment might run an estimated $50,000 to $100,000. Sponsored lenses can be active for 24 hours, and they can be as much as $450,000 on weekdays, $500,000 on weekends, and $750,000 on events and holidays. So they can be very, very pricey as well. So let's take a look at audience targeting they alluded to in those videos. So you can choose from over 300 audiences based on what Snapchatters care about. They've got some predefined audiences. So based on what they care about, what they buy, what they watch, and where they go. So that would be, kind of targeting those predefined characteristics of the behaviors of that particular audience. You can also target by demographics, so specific age, location, what device type they use for accessing Snapchat, and any type of advanced demographics like household income, whether they're parents or not, how many children they have, and that kind of information. Then you have the audience match targeting option, which is where you combine the data that you have on your customers with Snapchat's data in order to build a custom audience. And so you can drag and drop a customer list in there to get started. And then you have the lookalike expansions, where you can expand your reach and tune your performance by building an audience that looks very similar to your best customers, so similar to the act-alike audience we saw on Pinterest. In our next video, we'll talk about how to measure the success of your Snapchat campaign.